It's the book of Revelations, chapter 9, verses 15 and 16. And the four angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour, and a day, and a month, and a year, for to slay the third part of men. Verse 16. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000, and I heard the number of them. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Harakah Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who rule and teach well. Peace and blessing and salutation to the elect men who continue to push this true gospel throughout the four corners of the earth in these last days. Shabbat Shalom, Maki. Kwam Yashala. Alright? 4 million ICBM nuclear missiles are going to hit each state in Babylon. 4 million ICBM nuclear missiles are going to hit each state in Babylon, totaling in 200 million. Okay? As a scripture I just read. Okay? So all I did was just do the multiplication, man. Just add it up. Okay? We're well-rounded in this truth over here at Great Millstone, beginning with the elders and apostles. From secular history, okay? We get into, everything else, man. The blue letter word, the blue letter Bible words, okay? Math, all right? The Most High is a mathematician, okay? The great architect. And that's what we do. We pattern ourselves after Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. If 200 million missiles are going to hit Babylon, then do the math. It's going to be 4 million for each state. 50 states. 4 million times 50 is what? 200 million missiles. Yeah. Okay. Camera back a little bit. All right. Get a quick precept. I'm not trying to be that long. Get straight into the point, man. All right. This the book of Amos, chapter 9, verse 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord power, that's the word God means power, Elohim in the Hebrew, are upon the sinful kingdom. What's a sinful kingdom? America, Babylon. Okay? Every foul thing goes on right here. Everything is unclean over here. Homosexuality, liars, murderers, whoremongers, Esau, Edom, the devil himself, Amalek, Idumea, these elite bankers, Mount Seir, Edom. This is the habitation of devils right here. And I will destroy it from off the face of the earth. And we're going to get into how you're going to destroy it. Saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, because the elect are going to barely make it up out of this utter destruction that's imminent coming to Babylon, America. Okay? Saith the Lord. It's the Most High saying this. He's going to destroy Babylon, but at the same time, he's going to save that remnant out of this utter destruction. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 51 and verse 1. Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them, that rise up against me, a destroying wind. Let me read that again. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 51 and verse 1. Thus saith the Lord. It's coming from the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. Behold, I will raise up against Babylon, America, not Iraq, okay, and against them that dwell in the midst of them. Against the great city Babylon and the inhabitants that dwell in the midst of Babylon. You're going to get destroyed in both ways. The land will be destroyed, and the wicked, all the sinners of the Most High's people, along with all Edomites and all the heathen nations, you're going to feel this pain too, this nuclear fire. In the midst of them that rise up against me, a destroying wind. What is a nuclear ICBM missile that's going to hit all these states? Okay? It's nothing but a destroying wind. Okay? It's nothing but radiation. Okay? from when that warhead of that missile, the tip of it, which holds well over 100,000 warheads inside of that one. When it hit, it causes a mass amount of radiation to hit the surface, and everything's in its sight gets obliterated. And it's gonna happen in 1 hour, as I just read in Revelation, the 9th chapter. In 1 hour, it's gonna take Yahweh Bashim Yahushua 1 hour to finish off this place. 60 minutes. 60 minutes. 4 million ICBM missiles gonna hit each state. A piece. Jeremiah 51:2. And I will send unto Babylon fanners, which is fanners means the enemy. Okay, the enemies of Babylon. Who are those enemies? Russia, which are the ancient Medes. China, which is Moab. Iran, which is Persia. North Korea. Syria, Pakistan, India. Should I keep going? The European Union. Okay, these are the fanners, the enemies of Babylon. Quick precept. The book of Revelation, chapter 17, and verse 16. And backing that up, what I just said, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, all nations in the EU, these shall hate the whore, they shall hate Babylon, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. All nations are going to turn on this place. And we, through the prophecies right now, the European Union is in disarray right now. It's in shambles. Nations leaving the EU right now. Great Britain, who birthed America, is going to turn on America. It's going to be America versus everybody. Backing up what I'm reading in Jeremiah the 51st chapter, in verse 1. Verse 2, Salaki. Okay? And I will send unto Babylon fanners. They shall fan her, meaning they're going to surround her. Around Babylon, they're going to surround Babylon. It's going to be all these nations against this one great city, man. And shall empty her land, meaning destroyed. For in the day of trouble, they shall be against her round about. I just said that's what that word fan mean. When they're going to fan, they're going to be casting around her, surrounding her. It's going to be no way out for Babylon. There's no way to take on all these nations by yourself. What Jake say in the street? I got jumped last night in the club. I got crowded on the street. They're going to crowd America. They're going to jump her. Stomp her out. Burn her with thermonuclear fire. Jeremiah 51:3. Against him that bendeth, let the archer bendeth his bow. The thermonuclear missiles. Okay? This is the prophet Jeremiah speaking of this time as the best that he can conceive into his mind. Writing it down. In ancient time. But we see it better now. Because we're living in this time that we can preach this gospel better than what Jeremiah did. Okay? And against him that lifted himself up in his brigading, and spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her host. The Most High wants this place wiped off the face of the earth, the armies and everything, the people that dwell therein. Okay, all inhabitants that dwell therein. America is finished, and the Most High is bringing this place down systematically, ultimately leading to, look, we got to go to war right now. DJ Eagle Face Trump. The only way out of this economic collapse is to go to war. Doing every economic collapse dating back to even 1929, the Great Depression. You got to go to war. You in debt with China so much. The only way out of this, to owe them this much money, is to go to war with them. Now you want to blame them for this coronavirus. That's just the kickstart of everything. All these things are set up in design. It's by design. It's the Most High's moving, man. All right? Backing that up, the second Ezra 16, and I'm going to start at verse 8. The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? It's the Most High being sarcastic. Verse 9, a fire shall go forth from his wrath. Luke 12:49. The Most High loves to see fire. He's coming to set fire upon this place. Salaki, his fire is going forth from his wrath to cleanse this place. Okay? And it says, and who is he that may quench it? Verse 10, he shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? And he shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? And we had that last night when we did the video last night. It had a mass amount of thunders and lightnings last night because we got these severe storms down here in the south. Most High bringing these tornadoes and everything like that, ultimately leading to these hurricanes that's finna hit this place. You had these thunders and lightning just hitting repeatedly. And brothers, was it was the fear of the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. He is to be feared. Verse 11. The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence. Man, here we go, verse 12. The earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof. How's the earth going to quake it? Through Esau's HARP system, through these thermonuclear missiles. Most High using Esau to bring forth these things, man. To shake this earth. Okay? Isaiah 24th chapter said the earth whirled to and fro like a drunkard. All right? And it says the sea arises up with waves from the deep. And these thermonuclear ICBM missiles are going to cause tsunamis, big tidal waves. You can look at the movie Deep Impact with Morgan Freeman. 100-foot fucking tidal waves hitting this place, man. And their radiation gonna go deep into the sea. That's gonna cause the sea to rise up, which is gonna cause Leviathan, the serpent, the Most High's favorite pet, to come up out of the sea during World War III. The Leviathan plays with ships. That's in the book of Psalms. And it says, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before the Lord, and before the glory of his power. Verse 13, for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, which represents power. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp. Those missiles are his friends, man. And shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. What's the uttermost part of the world? America. These missiles are going to come from the east and be shot over here to the west. That's why when you read in the scriptures, man, it tells you in our 2 Ezra 16 chapter, man, behold, a horrible vision from Salak, that's 15. 2 Ezra 15 chapter. It tells you, behold, a horrible vision from the east. Because these things are coming from the east and going to be shot over here, man. Nothing but thermonuclear fire, radiation. A great sword is coming upon 2/3 of the nation of Israel, man. Esau, Edom. This the only thing gonna knock his New World Order off his pedestal. This thermonuclear fire. This is how Esau is gonna be brought down. His kingdom is gonna be brought down by thermonuclear fire. 2 Ezra 16 and 14. Behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. Verse 6, verse 15. The fire, what's that word again? The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. It's going to already be lit on fire, the whole world, and the Most High is going to add more fire. The book of Luke. The book of Luke, chapter 12 and verse 49. I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it already be kindled? If this already lit up with fire, what you think I'm finna do? Add more fire to it. More fire. Thermonuclear fire. The chariots coming like a whirlwind is gonna let loose more laser beam concentrated heat. Let me get that. Book of Isaiah. You already know where I'm going. You know what I want. Isaiah 66 and verse 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind. There's going to be so many of them, an innumerable amount of angels. To render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. You see the pattern of where this is going? This is nothing but straight fire. Okay? Verse 16. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh. This is impending judgment. Okay? This is a judgment, man. We looked that word up. And the slain of the Lord shall be many. The slain of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to be many. 200 million missiles is going to hit Babylon. 4 million missiles, ICBM missiles apiece for each state. Okay? Back in 2 Ezra 15 and 16, last one. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. And Russia has what? ICBM nuclear hypersonic missiles that do flips and back turns when they come into this place, man. They got this weaponry. The book of Isaiah, chapter 13. They just brought me to this one here. The book of Isaiah, chapter 13 and verse 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes, which are Russians, okay? Vladimir Putin, an old Soviet, the USSR, okay? It's being reborn again. That old Soviet's being brought back. You got Putin, Vladimir Putin, all on videos, shooting fucking weapons himself, shooting guns, testing them his own self. The Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua says what? Behold, I will stir up the Medes, means getting them ready, getting all type of, they got missiles that's gonna cause blindness out here, man. That's gonna induce hallucinations. Where you think a fucking hologram is in the air, okay, that's gonna give you a sense of blinding you and getting you distracted for 3 or 4 minutes, which all the enemy needs to attack you, man. This the Most High stirring up the Medes. In all movies and everything, you always see the United States going against Russia. On the movie Crimson Tide, even on the movie Rocky. What happened in the movie Rocky? He slaughtered that fucking Jink, but Esau had to flip it to where Rocky won at the end, in which technically he got his ass slaughtered too, if you want to be specific. That Russian hammering him. These Medes are going to hammer America, man. And it says, against them which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Because once this dollar collapses, you'll go to a digital currency, which these Edomites are doing, like George Soros, buying up gold and everything. Look, we want to give you gold, give you silver. Let's get out of this thing, man. Trying to avoid the war. These Medes, these Russians are not going to want to delight in it. We don't want that. They want blood. They want America destroyed. America, they look at America like a cancer of the earth. The book of Isaiah, chapter 13 and verse 18. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. I mean, women who are pregnant, everything like that. When these stormtroopers come in and everything like this, man, these missiles are shot off. NATO and the EU, they're not gonna regard anybody. You pregnant, you got babies everywhere, they're gonna smash them with no token. It's telling you right here. Their eyes shall not spare children. Verse 19, and Babylon, the glory of the kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldeans, excellency shall be as when Yahweh Bashim Yahushua overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. It's the same thing happening again. Because what is America? Spiritual Egypt, spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah, spiritual Assyria. The same thing the Most High did back then, He gonna do it all over again. Yahweh Shai requires, which is in the past, man. Okay, Salak Yakim. Frankincense and myrrh. All right. So from there, You know, and you can read further down into the to that scripture. I'm gonna get Jeremiah the 50th chapter. I'm gonna close it out. This is all talking about destruction of Babylon. All right, even King David prophesied about the destruction of Babylon when you read Psalms 137. All right, the book of Jeremiah. All right, chapter 50. All right, and verse 14. All right, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. That's that word round about again, which I read previously. Surround her. Okay. Put yourselves in array. I mean, get these missiles lined up for to get ready to be shot off. All ye that bend the bow, all the countries and nations that have these thermonuclear missiles. Okay? Shoot at her. That's specific, man. Spare no arrows. That means don't let all missiles that you have, don't let none of them still be left. I read that in 2 Kings 16th chapter. All these plagues shall not return. Okay? Until they be shot out to the four ends of the earth. It's telling you right here, spare no arrows. Let all of them go. 200 million. Okay? Jake say, well, you don't have all the things. These nations got 200 million missiles. Yes. Yes, they have them. And these angels are going to make sure they have them. The holy angels are going to be guiding these missiles to hit their direct target. But the elect is going to barely make it up out of here, man. Lord willing, we of their number. For she have sinned against the Lord. You can blame Esau, Edom for this. The so-called white man. Verse 15. Shout against her round about. She hath given her hand. Her foundations are fallen. Read that. Her walls are thrown down. Which means villages, the place of unwalled villages, America. For it is the vengeance of the Lord. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Take vengeance upon her as she have done. Do unto her. And America's going to get double. Revelation 18th chapter, man. Everything that she has done, do unto her. She came over there in the Middle East, raped, robbed, and butchered the children over there. The Most High is going to recompense Babylon, aka America, for those things. Double. Mainly for the Israelites. He that touched the apple touched the Most High. And we are the apple of his eye, the hopefully elect. Lord willing, we have their number, beginning with the elders and apostles. All right? Verse 16, end it off right here. Cut off the sour of Babylon, cut off the sour from Babylon, and him that handled the sickle in the time of harvest. For the fear of the oppressing sword, they shall turn everyone to his people, and they shall flee everyone to his own land. Israel is a scattered sheep. The lions have driven him away. First the king of Assyria, Babylon, man, have devoured him, and the last, this Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, have broken his bones. Verse 18, therefore, thus saith the Lord of hosts, the power of Israel, behold, I will punish the king of Babylon and his land, as I have punished the king of Assyria. DJ Trump is he's gonna punish America right with him, because you're gonna be the king when America goes to that third world war. It ain't gonna be Joe Biden. It's gonna be Donald Eagle-Faced Trump. He gonna punish you along with America. America's looked at as that great city, man. Okay, so the Most High is gonna cast around these nations to utterly destroy this place off the face of the earth, to where there's gonna be no more remembrance. You're not gonna know America existed anymore. You're not gonna know the states from each city from where they were. It's gonna be an overkill. All right. So with that, I'm gonna close the video out. Hope it's been edifying. 4 million missiles are going to hit each state in Babylon. Okay, 200 million ultimately. We're taken to the book of Revelation, the 9th chapter, facing the east, according to Daniel 6 and 10, Ezekiel 8:16, giving all infinite honor and glory and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakah Kodash. Double honor to the elders and apostles, great millstone, to rule and teach well. Peace and blessing and salutation to the elect men who continue to push this truth throughout the four corners of the earth in these last days. Shalom, Akim, Shabbat Shalom, Kwam Yasha'Allah, Abba Babal. America's finished.